Hi, I'm Liz Parker, senior editor at Candy Industry Magazine. Today we're here with Dr. Naveen Pessani from OFI. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, Liz.
So my first question is, a while ago, Olam Food Ingredients changed their name to OFI. Do you know the reason behind the name change?
Yeah, OFI or Olam Food Ingredients, we have a long history of sourcing for almost 30 years in sourcing and sustainability. But now we wanted to come under one umbrella with our five products: cocoa, coffee, dairy, nuts, and spices. It's just to bring life our global leadership program and to offer better or naturally good food ingredients to the customers. The
Okay,
idea is to bring everything together in one under one roof. Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. And how does OFI focus on innovation with its cocoa ingredients? Can you talk about like what kind of cocoa ingredients does OFI offer, and what about product development?
Yeah, it's a very long question. To make it short, we have a lot of innovations going on. We co-create solutions with our customers. Our portfolio is quite deep, and our design brand has a very long history of over 110 years. And we have been producing high quality cocoa powders, cocoa butter, and cocoa liquors slash cocoa mass. And if you're looking at anything in terms of low alkali cocoa powders, then we have something in our portfolio called Design True Dark. It's the first of its kind product that doesn't use any alkali, and it still has the rich cocoa slash dark color that you typically see with alkalized cocoa. And we also have a whole lot of stuff going on in terms of nut portfolios and in the combination of nuts and cocoa. We also have organic line where we are uh, uh, giving our customers options in terms of organic space without compromising on the taste that you typically see in organic range. So we have organic cocoa powder, cocoa butter, and this could be used synchronously in the recipes. So yeah, a lot of things going on, but to keep it short, organic range and design are our main phase of innovation.
Okay. Can you also talk about your Cocoa Compass initiative, how it aims to make cocoa more sustainable?
Yeah, this sustainability program has been in our roof for almost a decade or so. Uh, this is mainly to address issues. Of course, when you look at the news, child labor is number one. People are always pointing fingers of child labor and things like that. Our Cocoa Compass is created to actually focus on three areas. One being empowering the communities to grow. So this is done by putting children first, so that we have schools close by our for plantations, so the kids can go to school, and then by supporting farmers to prosper and protecting the natural world by investing in nature. There is also a lot of things going on in terms of saving the forests, avoiding deforestation, and things like that. Uh, by over 2 decades of supporting farmers and cocoa growing communities around the world, we have done a lot with our Compass program, Cocoa Compass program.
And then similarly, does your company have any goals to tackle issues facing the cocoa supply chain?
Yeah, like I said, through Cocoa Compass, we are actually working to improve farmers' incomes. This is done by training them with better agricultural practices, giving them seedlings, and then telling them how do you use these fertilizer inputs and things like that. We are also committed to addressing deforestation issues, and there is a lot of also achievements done. 100% of child labor monitoring in all our sustainably managed cocoa programs. These are all essential to helping us to reach our long-term goals.
Kind of switching gears, has OFI experimented with any plant-based ingredients yet? Or what about like organic or clean label?
Yeah. I'm I'm actually the one who has been doing personally on the plant-based space. If you look at the trends, everybody these days are switching towards healthier diets and better for me, better for the planet kind of foods. So we have worked a lot on these plant-based recipes, and with the market so far, there was not enough right ingredients to get the right texture or right flavor. So we have recently found out with our nut protein powders, for example, almond or cashew protein powders, you could actually get your vegan chocolate to the real thing. This is really groundbreaking for us, and we presented it at a lot of conferences, and it's been very successful. So if you use cashew or almond protein powders, you could actually take milk away and you could still get the same flavor or the same indulgency without compromising anything else. So yeah, we are quite happy with our progress in terms of plant space, and in terms of organic, we offer like I said earlier, we have cocoa butter and cocoa powder, and these have been used in a lot of recipes.
Final question: do you have any predictions for cocoa trends for the rest of the year or for 2024?
Yeah, I think globally, I think the premium trend would continue, although there may be less disposable income in certain parts, but people still want to eat something that is indulgent, make them happy. So it's more of a pick me up kind of a game. And there is also a lot of funky or interesting flavors. For example, ones with dragon fruit or matcha, or now people are experimenting with coffee from different sources across the world using coffee in white chocolate application. These are going to be more of an adventure flavors, and I think these are going to rise. And also something that we've seen recently is sugar reduction, because if you look at the nutritional label, very often sugar is the first ingredient, and we're trying to address how this could be changed, and replace sugar with something else, and or figure out recipes that could only need a lower amount of sugar. So yeah, these are going to be the trends for the next year or two. Yeah.
I think we're already seeing a lot of that as well. At Sweets and Snacks Expo last week, I saw a lot of, I think I did see some chocolate with matcha and things like that, like a lot of reduced sugar flavors, things like that.
Yeah, yeah. So far, reducing sugar has been only via artificial sweeteners, but there has been quite a lot of repulsion from the consumers, because they often don't taste good. Well, now the best way to figure out is how can we use naturally occurring ingredients to make it sweeter without adding free sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but thanks again for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm glad you asked me to come, and I'm happy to answer all your questions anytime.
Thanks.
Thank you.